What is going on, everybody? It's the Franz here for NXT review for last night's episode of NXT, a one-match show with an announcement from Triple H that I know this guy did not want to make. He wanted to make a different announcement, as he said in his promo last night, but you could just tell from his words that this was not something he wanted to do. He wanted to come out here and announce Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, the match that has been building for 2 years. And unfortunately, due to carelessness of Vince McMahon, we don't have that match. Yes, Tommaso Ciampa not giving us 120% every time he's out there in a match, a big match, of course, takes a toll on your body. This surgery that he had and the injury that he had was something like Edge had back in 2002, where it wasn't a match that got him injured. It was just, and that's what I'm feeling because I haven't seen anything of him being injured in a match. It was just months and months of doing, like, giving it his all, 120%, going out there and being the best damn sports entertainer in all of sports entertainment, was going to take a toll on him. The 3 matches against Johnny Gargano took a toll on his body. Same thing with Gargano too. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually Gargano has to step away and get some kind of surgery because of all the damage that he's taken just from his matches with Tommaso Ciampa. Both of those guys' career are cut short from what they would be. But because of everything and all those factors leading in, Triple H had to come out and give us a match to find out who Gargano was going to be facing at WrestleMania this weekend at Takeover New York. He comes out and says, with the fans chanting NXT, NXT, he says, this place is special because of you guys. This is the place that dreams become a possibility. Says those dreams can end at any moment, though, with reality. And that is the reality. He initially was there to announce the NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano at TakeOver New York, but reality stepped in, and that match is now an impossibility. Yes, the reality that Vince McMahon is a senile old fuck who ruins everything because of his shortcomings, because he can't even get his shows to matter, so he wants to pick the guys from NXT out of the punch to try and make his shows better. He can't do it himself, so he takes from Triple H's cookie jar, put in his own cookie jar, and it took away a match that all of us wanted to see. Unfortunately, with the fact that Tommaso Ciampa had this injury, he would have been leaving after NXT for a bit to go get neck surgery, and the match probably wouldn't have been the best of all. It wouldn't have been the best. Usually when you see matches like this, it's the first match is good, the second, and it gets better and better over time. Honestly, with Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, their matches have gotten worse and actually have declined, in my opinion. I'm not going to say worse, but they declined. He said Tommaso Ciampa had to relinquish the title, so Gargano will still compete for the title, and his opponent will be against who? He names Ricochet, Adam Cole, Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream, and Matt Riddle. The winner will face Gargano, and then this match needs to be decisive, so it will be 2 out of 3 falls. My problem with this match is who is in it. I like all 5 guys, and the match was pretty good. It's the fact that Velveteen Dream is North American champion. You're not going to have him win this match and go on to face Gargano, so he was out of the running. Matt Riddle is most likely going to face Velveteen Dream at NXT Takeover New York. He's been vying for the North American Championship, so that match is out of the way. He was not winning this match. And if Matt Riddle would have won this match, then he was obviously going to NXT Takeover New York to win the NXT Championship, and they're not at that stage where Matt Riddle should be NXT Champion. Aleister Black and the Ricochet are in the North Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals next week, so they weren't winning this match. So you had one choice and one choice only, and that was Adam Cole. That was it. Plain and simple. Adam Cole was your winner of this. Before we got to the match, it was a one-match show. Kathy Kelly bumps into Kona Reeves, who we haven't seen in months, and asks about the reaction to tonight's main event. He says, it'll be alright, but won't be the finest. Out come the Forgotten Sons, and she asked them about the same question. They don't care about tonight's match. They care about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals match against Ricochet and Aleister Black, which takes place next week, and they are actually happy Black and Ricochet in tonight's match because their minds will be elsewhere. We do see a video, we do see a little promo between Aleister Black and Ricochet, and they say there are no hard feelings. It's going to go about going after the most important title in NXT. Ricochet says he might have to pull double duty tonight, or one of them will have to pull double duty tonight if they win. If one of them wins tonight, and they win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic next week. Black says everyone will fade to black. They show Dream for a second. He says the spotlight is only big enough for one man, and the outcome tonight is Dream over. Then we see footage going to of Tommaso Ciampa going to Birmingham, Alabama. He's been there multiple times. He says he's been there multiple times. He's had one knee done, both shoulders, and now his neck. So Tommaso Ciampa is like the new cyborg of wrestling. And they said it went perfect. Not good, but perfect. And we don't know how long he's going to be out, but they said it could take up to a year for a normal man to recover. But this is not a normal man. This is Tommaso Ciampa. We heard from Matt Riddle as well. He says he worked his ass off to get this opportunity. He fully plans on winning and taking the title at TakeOver. Bro. Cole says there isn't a person that deserves that title more than him. He reminds us that 2 years ago at the Barclays Center, he attacked Drew McIntyre and held the NXT Championship over his head. And he is planning on doing that one more time in a few weeks. And he will be called the new NXT Champion, and that is undisputed. Backstage, Kathy Kelly runs into Io Shirai and Kairi saying they're excited about seeing tonight's main event. Then they ask her about the upcoming Fatal 4-Way match. Despite being friends, they have no problem going against each other to get the shot at the title. Bianca Belair shows up and says they shouldn't even get an opportunity for the title. It should be her. So she'll just have to run through them both, Stain and Shirai, to get the title because her mindset is undefeated. So they changed it up from her being undefeated to her mindset is undefeated, which is good because she is not undefeated. She has lost, even though it was not by tap out or by pinfall. She passed out, but she's still not undefeated. But if she has the undefeated mindset, that's not a bad thing either. This was the main event and the only match of the night. Adam Cole versus the Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet versus Aleister Black versus Matt Riddle. Like I said, going into this match, you knew there was only one outcome, and it had to be Adam Cole. Plain and simple. This was a good match with a pretty damn good, awesome finish. Crowd with all the guys chant as they all start swinging on each other. Dream and Ricochet are left alone in the ring. Dream looking for a Dream Ballet driver early on, but no, big kick by Black. But he's tripped by Cole on the floor. Black with a massive kick to Cole's chest. Dream knocks Black down to the floor. Ricochet heads in and uses his agility to drop Dream and kick him out of the ring. Riddle in the ring hits 3 gut-wrench suplexes in a row on Ricochet. Cole back in, hit kicks to the head, Riddle's head. Ricochet and Black team up on Cole, quickly dispatching him, leaving just the two in the ring. Ricochet looks for a handshake. Cole whacks Ricochet from behind, sending Black to the floor. Cole with a neckbreaker on Ricochet, cover for a 2 count. Dream goes against Cole, smacks him in the face a bunch, climbs up to the top, hits a double axe handle on Black, then lands another on Cole. Dream goes back up top rope. Riddle catches him and hits a release German suplex. Riddle looks for the bro mission on Black. Dream breaks that up. Black recovers, hits a second rope moonsault on the two opponents. Kick the Dream, pin 2 count. He lifts Dream up by his foot, but Cole yanks him out to the floor and sends him into the steps. Cole and Riddle face off in the ring, crowd with a bro chant as they land back and forth shots. Bro mission on Cole. There's like 2 or 3 or 4 bro missions in all this match. Dream breaks that up as well. Everyone lands big kicks. Riddle and Black end up kicking each other in the same time, knocking each other down. All 5 men are down. We get a big NXT chant from the crowd. All 5 end up on the second, third rope, and everyone ends up with the obligatory multi-man Tower of Doom. It was Ricochet getting hit with a suplex while Matt Riddle and Aleister Black back suplex Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream. Black hits a German suplex on Dream, running senton on Black's midsection by Riddle. Cole gets in the ring, lands a big super kick to Riddle, nutbreaker over his knee, cover, Ricochet able to stop the count. Cole with 2 super kicks to Ricochet, looks for the last shot, but Ricochet ducks it and nails a reverse Rana on Cole. I'm still going to say this, reverse Rana is one of those moves that it just makes you want to cringe because if you do that just wrong, you're going to snap somebody's neck. Ricochet with the handspring backflip over the top rope to Cole. Riddle gets the bro mission on Dream, but Cole pulls the referee out of the ring, and Aleister Black comes in and hits Black Mass on Riddle. Dream nails the Dream Valley driver, heads up to the top rope, but Ricochet back in the ring runs over and hits him with a Hurricane Rana to the outside onto the floor of Aleister Black and not Aleister Black, but Adam Cole and I think it was Adam Cole and Aleister Black, yeah. Ricochet back up and hits a huge shooting star press on Riddle. Covers 1, 2, bam! Last shot to the back of Ricochet's head. 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole pins Ricochet and is heading to NXT Takeover New York to face Johnny Gargano for the championship. The show ends with everyone else collecting themselves in and around the ring. Adam Cole standing by the NXT Championship, which is on a table, doing the Undisputed Era symbols as the show goes off the air. Definitely a good match. Of course, me talking about it does no justice when it comes to playing it that way. But the only thing I wish they could have did was have Johnny Gargano, who I'm pretty sure was at the tapings, there to he stands up, and the next thing you should have heard was Gargano's music hits, and then Gargano walks out and they do a stare down. Referees get in between the two, but we see those two stare down as we go to black. That would have been great. I'm sure we're going to have some kind of contract signing in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, we only have 2 more NXTs to go. And as I said, I figured Ricochet and Aleister Black are going to face the Forgotten Sons next week. And I have a feeling the Forgotten Sons are going to be forgotten after this match. And Matt Riddle is going to be facing the Velveteen Dream. It's just been building for a couple weeks. It would not surprise me if there's something that they have a handshake agreement or whatever they do. But somehow, someway, we're going to see that, and that's going to be your NXT TakeOver card. I know people were pitching for a tournament. It would have been nice to see a tournament, but the thing is, you're not going to have, even if it was going to be a 4-man tournament, you remove the Velveteen Dream because he's the North American champion, and the other 4 guys are in this tournament. You people are forgetting that the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament is going on right now. So you weren't going to have that tournament's finals and then another tournament and have Aleister Black and Ricochet both in said tournaments. Would have not made sense. And you're not going to have Matt Riddle go into this tournament and lose because you want him to stay undefeated going into his match against the Velveteen Dream. Everybody wanted to pitch this 8-man, 4-man tournament, but you all got to think, and nobody seemed to think, we're going to pitch a tournament, but how are we going to get to where we're going to get? It's just, they did the best they could. Ricochet or Aleister Black had no problem with one of those two taking the pinfall. You were not going to have Dream or Matt Riddle take the pinfall in this match. So having one of the guys in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic next week was fine for them to take the pinfall. WWE and Triple H did the best he could with the situation that he was left with. Nothing more he can actually say or do. It's just what we had to deal with. If you don't like it, that is what it is. Was it disappointing? No, because you had to sit there and think, and like everyone was like, we're just gonna pitch a tournament. Like everything they want to do to take over, they're gonna throw out because we're gonna do like a Deadly Games 8-man tournament or 16 like an 8-man tournament, and we're gonna do that at Takeover. That wasn't going to happen. Especially since you have Walter and Pete Dunne happening at Takeover as well. That would have been a spot that they have right there. They did what they could do. It would have been nice to see maybe a tournament, but who were you going to put in that tournament? You would have had Aleister Black, Ricochet, Matt Riddle, and Adam Cole. And it probably would have been like Adam Cole versus Black. You would have had Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle in the finals, and you're not going to have Matt Riddle take a pinfall to Adam Cole to set up the match between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. People want to sit there and pitch these tournaments to try and get the championship match at Takeover, but they only have 3 weeks. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic tournament's going on right now, and the way they're booking people like Adam, they're booking Matt Riddle, you're not gonna have that tournament make any sense going into Takeover New York. So they made the best of the situation that they did. Honestly, they didn't have to add Velveteen Dream because Velveteen Dream is a North American champion, and he was definitely not gonna win this match. So They could have just made it a fatal four-way: Aleister Black, Ricochet, Matt Riddle, and Adam Cole, and you still would have got the same result that you did. But that is your NXT review. I know it was a good match. Definitely worth NXT time. Just I can't wait to see what we get for NXT Takeover. This is still going to be a great takeover. It is a bummer that we're not going to get the match that we've all been waiting for, the match we've all been like fantasy booking over what they're going to do, how they're going to get there. We had it built. We had it built last week what we were going to do, and we just can't do it anymore, and it sucks. Absolutely sucks. But that is all for this. We'll be here Saturday for Unscripted at normal time on Saturdays at noon Eastern. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Let me know what you think of how they handled the Tommaso Ciampa situation. The only thing I could say left on this is that he's out of the hospital, even though Triple H said he was in the hospital. And it's his neck, but I wish they could have had some kind of video package, like maybe him show up and say something. It's a bummer that he had to relinquish the title and he just couldn't say it in his own words. They had to have Triple H come out to say it. And where's William Regal? I think I mentioned this earlier, but where's William Regal? We haven't seen him since since right before NXT Takeover War Games, as far as I can remember. He hasn't been seen in a while, and I hope he's okay. Last time we've heard from him. He has been, I guess, sick a little bit, so hopefully everything's okay from William Regal. But where's Regal been? But anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Until then, my name is Franz, and you guys have a good one.